Oh my gosh, hello everybody. My name is Casey and I'm a mess today. Oh my goodness. It has already been such a morning. Hello, thank you guys for being here. We're gonna draw some porpoises. For lots of reasons. But how's everybody doing? I hope everyone's having a good... Is it Wednesday? I'm so sad that it's Wednesday. I don't need it to be Wednesday. I need it to be Monday again. I have too many things I need to do still. Yeah, thanks, Amaze. I appreciate that. Hello everyone. I'm gonna scroll up on chat and say hi to everybody, and then we'll talk about what we're doing. If you wanted to get started though, please, as always, do not feel like you have to wait on me. For anyone who's new to this whole thing, you can post in Discord when you have a study that you want to share. If you want to share, you don't have to share it. But if you have something that you're drawing from reference, it needs to be a study. That's the only rule, basically. It needs to be a study. It needs to be work safe. I feel like that goes without saying, but let's just say it just in case. Yeah, you can post it in the warm-up study section of the Discord, and then at the end of this stream, I will show anything that has been shared in there since the last stream, which was yesterday. So, that being said, feel free to start without me. I'm going to take a few minutes probably to scroll through chat and get started here, but eventually I'll get going and I'll talk about the drawing process and all that good stuff, at least my drawing process. Hashtag not a pro. Just want to put that out there. Don't know what I'm doing. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's see who's here. Ray of Sun, hello. Amaze, good to see you as well. Adonet, howdy. Paleontologist VA, howdy. Beat Easel, hello friend, how are ya? Oh, thanks. Let's see. Yeah, I'm having an okay day. Honestly, I could be better. I've got a big band-aid on my wrist because this morning I went to go water the plants outside with the bucket of water that collects overnight from this leak that's in our tub now ever since the construction. Long story. Anyway, trying to use the water and not waste it. So, went out there to go water the plants, and a wasp flew into my hair, right here by my face. It freaked me out, and dropped everything. I don't know what I did. I got inside without the wasp, thankfully. But I looked at my wrist, I was like, oh, my wrist hurts. And there's just like this huge bloody bruised area. I was just like, huh, I don't remember doing that or hitting it on anything, but it sure does not feel great. So, and then I was like, oh, my foot hurts. I wonder if I got stung. Nope, it's a thorn. So that's been my morning. Also woke up at 5 and tried to get some stuff done before all of that. Anyway, that's how I'm doing. But we're here. We're here, and I'm not frazzled at all. I'm super put together. Absolutely prepared for the stream. As always. I do have water, and it's even full. So, I mean, that's a win right there, I think. But sometimes that doesn't happen. After the struggle of drawing buildings, I go the opposite direction. Yes, I need a comfort animal today. I need a comfort circle, a nice oval, a nice soft, no shape whatsoever. Although I'm very excited to draw. So one of the things I did last night was research different porpoises and stuff for this to try and prepare ahead of time for once. So if you go to my Pinterest board, go to the porpoise section, there's a whole bunch of different porpoises in there. And I found this one, you guys. First of all, porpoises, not that many great pictures of them on the internet, it turns out. Some species have some good photos, but most of them they're like really hard to find good pictures of because I guess they're kind of reclusive and hard to study in the first place. So a lot of pictures are just like how they identify them out of the water with like the back hump, basically. There's not a lot of like scuba diving close-ups of like these animals, so it's been really hard to find photos. But all that to say, I found one, you guys, that has the best shape I've ever seen on an animal, so I cannot wait to get to that. Anyway, yes, I don't want any hard lines today. And thank you guys for submitting to the game stream. We've got to be so close by now. Oh my gosh, we're like almost 75% of the way there, and it's only the 4th of the month. So yeah, it's totally. Maybe I went too easy on you guys on this one. Maybe I made that goalpost too low. I'll have to remember that next time. Well, thank you guys for contributing. Clearly, you want me to play a game. Let's see. Rue, how are you doing, Rue? Good to see ya. Also, my stomach just started hurting, guys, so just be aware. This may be a shorter stream. We'll see what happens. I'm just having a day. Doing good. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, Rue. Mochi! Hey, it's good to see you, Mochi. How you been? Welcome back. Good to have you here. I am behind on chat. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, the skeleton. I mean, a lot of cetaceans. We'll talk about the skeleton in a second. I think cetacean and just marine mammal skeletons in general are super interesting because they don't look very rarely, with the exception of like maybe the seal and like, you know, maybe like otters, but like most of them don't look a whole lot like what the actual animal looks like. So interesting. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, there's no hips. It's just missing 1/3 of the animal. Although sometimes you do get vestigial, like remnants of hips and stuff. Like there's a little, there's like sometimes you see like little floating hip bones and stuff in whales. Just like leftovers. Hey, Ultimate Pumpkin Pie, how you doing? Good to see ya. So prepared. Yeah, so prepared today. Like a swan. If you're paddling like heck, it doesn't show. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm glad that that's the appearance, because if you could look below the little whatever this little border is, like I'm paddling frantically. Just this whole week. Honestly, this whole like past few weeks, I am so tired. Oh, my phone's charged for once. That's nice. For a second, I thought it was about to die. I was like, well, that's not useful. Okay, let's talk about porpoises. Of course, guys, if you want to do any other type of study, you do not have to do a porpoise. Never, ever a requirement. But that's what I'm doing today, because there is actually a reason for this. It's not just because we did buildings yesterday, although yes, I did want to do an animal today after that. But it's also because I'm doing the Vaquita stream, and for those of you who've been hanging out this week, you've heard me talk about this, so I apologize. I know you have to like listen to me say things a few times, but there's always new people here in chat, and I just want to make sure everyone knows, so thanks for bearing with me. We are doing a special Vaquita Day stream on Saturday, so I figured it'd be a good practice to kind of get myself familiar with the general shapes and things, since I'll be drawing some on the 7th. And I thought it'd also be a good opportunity if anybody wants to draw Vaquita today, feel free. If you do make any Vaquita art of any kind, please tag me in social media so that I can share it. Tag me and use Save the Vaquita hashtag. Oof, sorry. Stomach is not feeling great. Just one of those days, guys. Just one of those days. So, let's draw. Let's draw aminals. Hey, Armpit Pete, how you doing? I'm glad you're doing good, Ultimate Pumpkin Pie. It's good to see you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And thanks for any lurks as well. I know not everybody wants to draw. Some people just want to hang out, and that's okay too. Appreciate all of you. Okay, so to study the skeleton, I mean, kind of like Amaya said, it's just going to be the spine, the ribcage, the head, and of course you've got little flippers. Now this is not part of the skeleton. This is this little thing that looks like a flipper right here. That's something that they've just kind of set up on the animal to kind of show. And I might want a different skeleton actually, because you can't really see, well, if you look in the anatomy section of my cetacean board, you'll find I did pin a porpoise skeleton in there as well. But this one I believe actually shows you like the hand joints. So let's use this one actually, or at least look at it. I see some vestigial bones there. Yeah, you can see inside the flippers are little hands. Like, they still have the same bits that we have, they're just all mushed around. Like, they still have a jawbone, they still have a skull. It's just different shapes than ours. But we have all the same pieces. But you can see, like, the cartilaginous, basically, fluke is not there. So that's not bone, that's in the tail. That's kind of what I wanted to point out. So just keep in mind that when you see a shape like this, see how there's nothing for the fins either. That's because those are also cartilage. And you don't see the shape of the fin, you just see the bones, because there's bones inside the fin, but the fin itself is, or the flipper I should say, is going to be a lot of cartilage and soft tissue. So anyhow, just keep that in mind. It's just different shapes that we have. Yes, in the middle of drawing the roundest face ever. Yes, good, excellent. Round face, long snout. That's pretty much how that goes. All right, I'm going to draw now. Gonna draw things and stuff. Gonna have a stream. It's gonna be a thing. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I'm not sad that it did. Just gonna replace this one. I like this one better. It's true. There is a lot of variety in like the human face as well. Actually, you guys, speaking of variety of shapes, I don't know if anyone's had a chance to look at the stream schedule. I posted it really super late last night because, you know, working late in the studio like you do. But I got it done yesterday. Gosh darn it. That's not the point of what I'm trying to say. The point of what I'm trying to say is we're going to do some shape language practice. I want to say I put it out for next week. And I think the way we're going to do it is I'm going to use a art prompt that I saw recently from some streamers here on Twitch. It's called art blobs. So you just make a blob. I think I showed it to some of you on stream. I can't remember when. So if you were here, then you just know. But you basically make some blobs and then people find things in the blobs. So it's kind of like finding shapes in the clouds, right? Except you're finding them in blobs. It's very fun, like a very fun game to kind of stretch your... You could use it to stretch like character design skill or just like your ability to like warp or characterize shape to use it to imply something. So yeah, I'll show some examples of that at the end of stream if I remember. It may or may not be remembered, so if anyone wants to see it and I haven't done it, just remind me, but yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit. And I'm actually going to drop those, I'm going to drop my own blobs into, because I made some, they're blobby. I made some and I'm going to drop them into the stream event chat, and then if anyone wants to participate using those, you can start on them now if you want to, or you can wait until we do the warm-up stream. That's when I'll be working on my blobs. That'll be, I think, next Monday. I'll have to check. But just, yeah, just a heads up, that one's coming up. And then there's a few others that are going to be different than just straight up reference studies like we've been doing. So, like, another one we're doing is a DIY still life. So, like, find objects around your space or wherever you happen to be in your office or out wherever. Just draw something from observation. We're going to do, like, an observational drawing session. So, if you want to start, if you tend to watch these from home and you can set up still life, maybe start thinking about what you'd want to do. Or, you know, just do whatever you can the day of. But I think it'll be fun to kind of change it up a little bit. We'll still definitely do plenty of these studies from images like this, but I think it'll be good to branch out. Do some more foundational stuff too. Alright, so this is our basic porpoise body and skull shapes. I'm just going to try and remember this and look for this whenever I am drawing, because it's going to help me kind of figure out how things could be moving inside. I forget what kind of porpoise this was, to be honest. I should have looked at that. It is a fun game. Yeah, I agree. Blowholes are funny when you think about it. It's true. I mean, it's just like nostrils, but behind your skull. It's, you know, it's like they can breathe in through their mouth, or they could do other things. Nature makes great decisions. So this is a harbor porpoise, by the way. This one I'm drawing right here. This one was one of the easier porpoises to find images of. It's just that simple. Yeah, it's just that simple. But yeah, feel free to fish around, no pun intended, but I'm not mad about it. And find another reference if you'd like. Or, you know, just draw something totally unrelated to porpoises. That is also fine. I need to stop using this pen tool. This pen tool gets me into so much trouble. Hold on. In my midnight reflections, while there are you in my midnight complexion. They have such cute little faces, though. So I was looking up last night, too, trying to figure out, like, what's the difference between a dolphin and a porpoise? Because a lot of times they're easy to get confused. Like, I definitely can't... I don't think you can always tell just visually. I mean, there's some basic norms. Like, porpoises don't tend to have very, like... They all have this skull shape, right? Like, if you look inside of a killer whale or a bottom of those dolphin, this skull shape is going to be there. But some of them have more pronounced... Like, dolphins tend to have beaks that are more pronounced, even if just a little bit more pronounced. Sometimes some dolphins are just like very, very, very big melon is what they call the head globe, by the way. Love that, my favorite word. Dolphins are not porpoises. No, that's a common misconception. They are separate. They are related. They're like cousins. It's kind of like, you know, chimps and orangutans. Or maybe like, yeah, something like that. Dolphins and porpoises are in the same category, but they're not the same families. Or the same, I don't know, with the clade. I'm not sure what the distinction would be. They're together. They're all cetaceans, right? So you have like cetacean, right? And you could probably look at Tree of Life if you wanted to do this. And then you've got like whales, dolphins, porpoises, right? So they're all cetaceans. In fact, I think it might be more like this. I think it might be dolphins and porpoises. I don't know if they're the same. I think they're more closely related, I think, than like baleen whales and rostral or rorqual whales and stuff like that. Orcas are the largest dolphin. Yep. A lot of people don't realize that. In fact, oh my gosh, you guys, we are actually going to do an orca. So orcas are closely related to another of my favorite. So apparently, like orcas and pygmy killer whales and like there's like this whole little other branch under dolphin, right? They kind of fall into the same category, and it's colloquially called a blackfish because a lot of them are just solid black. So you have like the orca, you have the pygmy killer whale, you've got the false killer whale, which, oh my gosh, might be my new favorite cetacean. I pinned so many pictures of false killer whales. I've seen them before, but I've never really appreciated them. I always just thought they were like boring killer whales, so I never really paid close attention. But you guys, can we just nerd out for like I'm gonna nerd out for 2 seconds about the false killer whale. It has the best, most expressive face I think I've ever seen on a cetacean. So I made a whole section in my Pinterest for blackfish, and you can find all the different species and stuff. There's the melon-headed whale, which is an excellent name also. But you look at this creature, and if you can tell me that you just don't immediately want to draw it and use it for like all of the creature design, you're lying. Look at this, you guys. This is like some straight up Miyazaki creature design stuff. I mean, it's got such a face. Such a face. I can't even tell you how much time I spent with. I mean, look! Look at it. It's so good. It's so good. Like every image of this animal, I just love it. And it's like a sleek killer whale also. I'm gonna save this one too. Oh, I already have it. Okay, great. I have good taste. Good job last night, me. It's somewhere in here. Anyway, but yeah, look at this body shape. This is a false killer whale breaching. It's just like a slender killer whale, but it has an amazing, like, I don't know, I think it's got so much character in its face, and it has such a long face compared to a lot of dolphins. Like, such an interesting, like, Roman nose shape. Anyway, we're gonna do an orca, like a blackfish stream for sure. Like orcas and false killer whales and anything else in that family that anybody wants to draw. But I decided, as I was making the schedule last night, I was like, yeah, I want to draw this too much, so I think we're just gonna do it. It's so good, isn't it? It's so dang alien. Yeah, I know. But it's like weirdly human expression. It's very good. It's a good animal. Okay, it's just a really good animal. Well, there you go. You learned about a new beast today. That's the whole goal. Casey's creature feature, right? That was my old idea name for these streams, where we feature a creature and learn about it and draw about it. Yeah, anyway. Very, very fun. I'm glad you guys like it too. Feel free to poke around in the cetacean folder also if you don't, like I said, if you don't feel like drawing a porpoise today, you could draw something else. Or something not even in the water. It does not matter. Oh. Sorry. The teeth contrast. Yeah, the teeth and the eyes, they contrast so much with that almost like a chocolate, dark chocolate, brownish, all the way to like dark black color. I think they have kind of a little bit of variation. At least according to the pictures I saw, that could have just been poor lighting, but anyway, they're very cool. And there's a few of them in, there's quite a few more pictures of them because we have some in captivity. Whereas a lot of porpoises don't survive well in captivity, which I also read a whole lot about the vaquita last night because I'm trying to prepare and make sure that I've got my info correct for the stream. But yeah, apparently porpoises in general are pretty hard to keep, and also river dolphins. And you know, another animal we don't know a lot about, which I was like super frustrated actually last night trying to find pictures of these guys. Beaked whales. Beaked whales are super there's like very low levels of understanding of beaked whales, and there's a lot of them, but they live in such, apparently they are almost all extremely deep divers, and they can hold their breath for like hours or something, some long amount of time. And so they just very rarely come to a place where we actually see them and can study them. So I thought that was really interesting and also like frustrating because there's some really cool looking ones, and it's just like, and also a lot of them are riddled with cookie cutter shark scars. So beaked whales are just covered in these little circular scars. Super interesting stuff. Anyway, that's what I did last night. Yes, go get some food from the fridge. And thanks for lurking. Hey, Toilet After Dark, how are you doing? It's good to see you. How are things? I hope everything's well. We are drawing porpoises today. I am also okay. I'm having a little bit of an awkward morning, but I'm here. I'm doing stuff, you know. We're drawing porpoises. I'm preparing for a big stream on Saturday that is going to be featuring a very, very endangered porpoise, the most endangered porpoise, actually, the most endangered marine mammal on the planet right now. We're going to be talking about them on Saturday. It's the vaquita. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm also very tired because I've been trying to do a lot of stuff. I'm going to color this because I feel like this is too bland without color. Whew. Hey, Bickman, how's it going? It's good to see you too. How are things? Hold on, I need some water. The most endangered porpoise. Did he rat on the mob? No. But basically the Mexican mob wants to sell them. Not them, but is catching them on accident. So they have crossed a version of the mob, maybe. Wild? Wait, what? You're livid? Wait, what? What's happening out in it? I hope you're doing well. You're so tired. I'm so tired too. Can we just take a nap on stream? Oof, hold on guys. I'll be right back. Tummy is killing me. Okay, sorry. This is all tangled. I really dislike... yeah, anyway. I really don't like this setup at home. I really wish I could have made it to the studio this morning, but I just had too much stuff to do. Yeah, let's do a nap stream, guys. Do people do that on Twitch? Is that like a whole category? I actually saw, I just like wandered across a stream somehow yesterday. I don't know how I got there. But the streamer had fallen asleep on stream, and I was like, was this part of it? I feel weird watching this person sleep. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Like, why would you, I don't know. I almost wanted to say, I was like, hey, are you, like, is this planned? Like, should we be worried? Is this person okay? Like, what's going on? But I didn't want to get involved. There's a whole category for it. Wait, what? Okay, they were not in the napping category. They were in the, like, I think it was just IRL or just chatting or something. I don't know. You'd be shocked at what people will watch for hours. I am shocked. I am actively shocked. It's called I'm Just Sleeping. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. I'm afraid to ask why? I don't know. I feel very uncomfortable with that idea of, like, somebody just watching you sleep. Don't people go to jail for that? Like, what? Yeah, sometimes people pass out. That's what I was worried about exactly after dark. I was like, is this person okay? Because they weren't in I was not aware of a napping category, but like, They weren't in, like, it was just like a normal, like, I think they're supposed to be chatting or something. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. And chat was just, like, not concerned. They were just having their own conversations on the person's stream. But I was also, I don't know. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'd feel way too weird about sleeping on stream. That would be so strange. Not on purpose, anyway. I don't think I could do it. Yeah. Anyway. There's a lot of reasons that weirds me out. I don't know. I'm just not savvy. I'm not internet savvy, I suppose. Don't understand. Some people sleep for 8 hours a day. Not you. You can't really draw for art streams either. Yeah, I got 5 hours of sleep last night, which was more than I thought I would get. Charzia! Hello, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Oh, thank you, friend. I'm just, you know, doing the thing. Doing that art thing. Drawing a porpoise. How are you doing? Oh, thanks for that shout out. I've been bad about shout outs today, I'm sorry. Everybody follow everybody. Sorry guys. I am in a little bit of pain today. Also, my wrist hurts. I'm having a rough day. At least it's not my drawing hand. That would have been a tragedy. We are drawing Murdogs. That's right, sea puppies galore. Come draw sea puppies. I'm focusing on the porpoise because I need to practice for Saturday, but feel free to do whatever you want. If you don't sleep on stream, I ain't following. Well, Dark, I'm afraid. You might be disappointed. I'm also afraid that I keep trying to shorten your name to like an acronym, and the only acronym I can come up with is TAD. Don't know if you like that. Or wait, is that secretly your real name? Is that why that's your screen name? Have I discovered the mystery? Oh, TAD works. It's just so much quicker to say. Ouch. They're sea pups. They are super cute. Well, I feel it feels like I'm being dismissive in a way. I mean, I will, I suppose. But then, like, if someone comes in here and they're like, why do you keep calling this, why do you keep saying stuff to a toilet and they don't have context, you know? Oh shoot, I did that on the wrong layer, hold on. How much of that did I do? Okay, that's fine. I just, yeah. You guys should also go follow Toilet After Dark over here, though. He does a variety of things on stream. But one of the more memorable ones, well, actually, I think I wandered in when you were doing a study one time. But he also wears masks and does funny things with his voice, which is a lot of fun. And is very engaging in chat. I think you guys will have fun over there. No sleeping. Oh, he doesn't sleep on stream. Yeah, that's true. At least I've never seen it. He does wear masks and have a variety of topics. Yes, that's true. Not work safe, but that's okay. Not everybody's looking for that, you know. But does art, does all kinds of things. Plays games sometimes, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Toads Cokes. I love your name so much. With all the people named Toilet in the world feel. Oh. Wait. Nobody actually is naming anyone Toilet, though. Ow. Guys, my wasp injury is hurting. I want to take a nap. I'm feeling very blah today. Okay. Now that we've talked about nap streams, that's like all I want to do. Yeah, I would say the majority of Twitch is not kid safe, so I think you're probably in good company. Why will my Pinterest not do the thing it's supposed to do? You guys, why is technology rude to me all the time? What am I doing wrong? Oh, That was user error. Never mind, I figured it out. I'm not gonna tell you what I did because it's very embarrassing. There we go. First sleep stream? No. I just want to take a nap off stream. How? That's like inviting... I feel like that's inviting some bad juju. And I already feel weirded out by the idea that random internet strangers that I've never met can see me and talk to me. But like, also watch you sleep feels... I don't know. Plus there's like, well, I don't want people to, I don't know, there's like people I don't want stalking me online. And if they, the idea of any of those people, yeah, it weirds me out. I can't. I can't. Oh my gosh. Okay. Porpoises. Porpoises, guys. Let's look at porpoises. One of my favorite porpoises, you guys, that I learned about yesterday. The Cuddle Corner. Oh my gosh, I'm part of a community that affectionately is named the Toilets after a speech wait, what? That is funny. It sounds like Tad over here might be interested. So one of my favorite porpoises I found out about is this one called the Doll's Porpoise, you guys. You should totally go look it up. It has the best shape. I want to draw it so bad. The minute I saw it, I tried to find as many images as I could of it. Most of the images you find online, unfortunately, are other artist renderings. It's really hard to find like a solid actual image of a doll's porpoise. This actually looks pretty dang close to real, but I can't figure out where they got this photo. So here's the photo I found. It's blurry, but you guys, look at this shape. I'm gonna just put this here. We don't need this little cetacean branch thing anymore. It's really tiny, this picture. But look! It's so boxy. It's like a floating trapezoid. I have to draw this. Like, there's no alternative but to draw this. I don't know how anybody could look at this and be like, you know what I don't want to do is draw that. But no, it's... Here, let me show you some actual, like, less blurry photos. This actually looks like a pretty good photo. I can't tell if this is an artist rendering or not, or if it's a photo. I think it might be an artist rendering. But, you guys, look at the shape of this creature. It feels like it's an exaggerated piece of art. Like, it doesn't feel like it's real. I have to draw it. It just has to happen. It's every other porpoise. There's like every other porpoise, and then there's this porpoise. Like, if you look at let me see if I can find an infographic. Porpoises. Because there's not that many porpoises. There's like 9 species of porpoise. So here's a great, this is like a draw. It's a drawing, obviously. It's not like a, ow. Oh, hiccups are painful right now. Why can I click nothing? Did my internet just die? Are we still online? What's going on? No, come back. Come back. Oh my gosh, I can't win today, you guys. I'm so sorry. I have no idea if my stream's even live still. What is going on? Help. Oh, I am. Oh, you can, okay, you can still see me. That's good. Well, my internet's not cooperating at all. Okay, there we go. Everything just like frozen, didn't do anything. Okay, so you have like all the porpoises, right? Having their like normal porpoise shapes. I wish I could find a better infographic than this. This one's cute. Okay, now this is cute. To be fair, the Yangtze finless porpoise is very silly, and I am gonna draw one of those too. But you guys, look, it just stands out. It's just such a lump, like all the other porpoises. So one of the like distinguishing features, I guess, of porpoise versus dolphin typically is that they are very small. Like, they're much smaller then in general they're much smaller than dolphins, and they tend to be a lot more just little, and they don't have beaks, right? And then you have the Dall's porpoise. It's just like, nah, I'm gonna do what I want. It's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. So much fun. Yeah. So anyway, I want to draw it, and I'm going to start by just practicing this shape, and then I'm going to try and find any other photos to draw from. But I hope you guys, thank you for letting me talk about this very chunky porpoise for like 10 minutes. Skunkly, yes, exactly. Looks like he melted a little bit. Hey Chris, right, how you doing? It's good to see you. Porpoise facts with Casey, yes. Facts with porpoise. Ow, why can't I function today, you guys? I'm so sorry that I'm such a mess. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. He is such a chonker. It's true. It's true. Porpoise hump is very prominent. Yeah, especially on this one for sure. Someone needed to go potty in the classic brain faster than nothing happened. That's awesome. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm like struggling hard today for a couple of reasons. My stomach is actually like starting to kill me a little bit, and I might die. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna push through it. We're just gonna focus on porpoises and be super happy about them. And this whatever this shape is, like this looks like a shape that one of my elementary school students would have drawn when trying to draw a dolphin. And this is just, nope, this is reality for this animal. Like how, I mean, I have so many, I want so many more pictures than I could find. Like real photos of this image, of this animal. Yeah, see, that's a nice picture from above, but it doesn't show the full body. Like, it doesn't show I want to see like the whole animal, not obscured and distorted by water. It's really, like I said, it's really hard to find those of porpoises online that aren't just artist renderings, you know. Yeah. It's tough. So that's why this one is so small, because you don't get these underwater photos of the full scale image of the animal without water distortion almost ever. For any porpoise, it turns out. Oh my gosh, I just love its shape so much. But man, oh man, do I love this shape. It is so good. Yeah, again, paleontology. I appreciate the help, but I have pictures like that already in my Pinterest board. What I'm trying to find is a full body, unobscured side profile view of the animal underwater. Like, that's really what I'm looking for, and that's really hard to find. So if you manage to find that, let me know. But I have plenty of above water images of these guys. And again, the above images, like even this one is really nice that I have, but it just doesn't show. It doesn't show this funny shape. And so unfortunately I'm probably gonna have to resort to like artist renditions, but it is a really pretty animal. I just wish there were better photographs of its full form, but that's okay. No worries, don't kill yourself trying to find them or anything. I spent a long time last night trying to look up images of porpoises, and they're tough. They're a tough one. Why is it not acknowledging? There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like a toy or something. Are you trying to find them too? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's tough. I think it's because they're just so reclusive. Like, they're hard to get photographs of in the first place. So I'm just gonna use this reference, even though I'm pretty sure it's either a toy or it's a artist image. But I'm gonna use this one anyway, just because it's pretty decent. If it is a toy, it's a really well made one. And it shows a lot of the coloration really well. But yeah, I don't know. I can't keep any of my layers straight today. Okay, where is that little piece? Oh, it's right there for some reason. But it is nice to have stuff like this so that you can see, even if it is like a really nicely done artist rendering, just so you can see like what the markings are supposed to be, so that you can kind of at least study some of the porpoise physiology and then kind of come to your own conclusions about what the shape should be and where to put markings and stuff like that. Man, I just love the shape. I'm gonna sketch this shape really fast and then I'm probably just gonna draw one. Yeah, if anybody can find beaked whale, like full body beaked whale images, those are hard too. There was one I pinned some photos and the article was talking about how it was only the 5th time that animal had ever been photographed underwater. It's like crazy how rare that stuff is. Now you're getting pictures of bears and otters and their results. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what you're looking for is hard to find when the search engine you're using gives up and starts throwing unrelated. Yeah, for sure. I tried all kinds of different strings too. But yeah, it's not that I'm trying to make it hard, paleontology. I'm just trying to find solid reference so I can study the animal and learn how to draw it from an undistorted angle. Yeah, same way as scientists would want to see it from an undistorted angle too, to understand its physiology. I mean, the only thing you can really find are beached whale beached porpoise images, like. And that's a lot of what science has been able to like study as well, is just when the specimen has something wrong with it and washes ashore, basically. You'll find a lot of like deceased animals that they've been able to take photographs of, but it's not the same. And apparently in some of these porpoises, the color even changes after death. Like apparently that's true in vaquitas. You know, like apparently they actually get darker after they die. See, why is it not? There we go. I will look at that in a minute when I'm done drawing. I just really love the shape. It's so good. Nice, that sounds great. Like, what even would you call this shape other than just good? It's so good. A wumbus, yes, it's a wumbus shape. Yeah, and the more I look at this, though, I think it's probably a toy or something. Or just like a really nicely painted picture. Cool, yeah, I'll look at it in just a second. Just want to practice and play with this shape a little bit. I need to practice my shape language sensibilities anyway. If it's a toy, it begs the question of, what's the question? Where do I buy this toy? Is that the question? Where do the toy makers get their reference photos? Yeah, so like I was saying, there's tons of photos of dead porpoises, so I would imagine that's where they got them. And there's a lot of, that's how scientists can study it and know how much it weighs and what its skeleton looks like and like all that stuff. So I imagine that that's probably their reference source is the same. But I was trying to find, yeah, like living creatures, for sure preferred. So unfortunately, like a lot of marine life, rather morbid, because it's crazy how much we don't know still about the ocean and what's in there. I definitely have a book in my studio that I was looking at last night to kind of help me have a baseline of like where to start looking for some of this stuff. Wow, I did a terrible job with this shape. Hold on. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I need to practice my shape language anyway, so I might just play with this a little. I just love how boxy it looks. Like, now I'm gonna, just when I say shape language, I guess maybe I should explain what I'm talking about. It's like this idea of being able to take like, kind of being able to take something and exaggerate the form a little bit. Oh. So like knowing, once you've drawn something like realistically, I suppose, it kind of can lead to some fun playful stuff you can do. Like you can figure out how to exaggerate certain things. Like I really like how boxy and rectangular this is, so I might be like, all right, here's my porpoise base. And like here's my how I'm gonna draw this, you know? Because I want to really emphasize that like funny shape that it has. I could really make it like super small or something, you know? But I definitely am trying to work on that, so. Oh, we have an ad. Oh, thanks, Maze. I appreciate you getting on top of that. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? Good to see you. But like, I could draw it like this or something. Yeah, sorry for the ads. But like this might be how I draw a harbor porpoise, just to kind of exaggerate some of this stuff, you know? Oh. Something new that you learned about animals. Go for it. I need to take a stretch break. Oh. And also a pain break. Yeah, I may not be able to draw much today. Oh, you're back already. Oh my gosh, that's fast. Mine says the ads are still going, so we're just gonna do a little stretch break, but how are you doing, Andrea? It's good to see you. Yeah, I saw you post that video in the Discord. We are drawing porpoises today, Andrea. How are you doing? I feel like I also missed somebody else. Hold on, let me scroll up and chat a bit. Oh, that's right, the video. Let's look at the video. Oops. That's loud music. Oh, very cool. This is a video from Greenpeace showing diving with the harbor porpoise. Or not the harbor porpoise, the doll's porpoise that we're drawing. Super cool. Look at those shapes. Look at those moving shapes. I love it when my rectangles can swim, don't you? They're really fast. I feel like the doll's porpoise might be one of the faster porpoises. Maybe that's why they're built that way, because they have to be all muscly. Still, I wish we had more side views here. But this is pretty cool. It's a shame it's so blurry. Hard to get a good shot of like tail markings and stuff. Really, really neat. Thank you for finding that, Paleontologist VA. I appreciate that. I'll have to look at it more later. I'll have to see if I can pin that somehow. There we go. It does let me pin it. That's awesome. But they're so fast for a chunk. I know, right? They are super fast. I'm being nice to myself. Don't tattle on me. You're super tired. You worked for 11 hours yesterday? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I hope you get some rest. Yeah, porpoise. We're doing porpoises today. It's a very chunky porpoise. This one's called the doll's porpoise. I saw this picture last night of this shape. It's probably the best side view picture I've seen, sadly. And holy cow, it is just such a shape. Oh, thanks for the lurk, Andrea. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for popping in, checking on me. Appreciate you. You guys should also go follow Andrea. She does amazing, like hyper realism. You definitely need to go. If you're into hyperrealism, you gotta go follow and watch her work her magic. The wasps weren't nice to me, yeah. The wasps were the ones that were not nice. Yeah. Or a lot of other things. My body is also not being very nice to me in general today. So, just tired. I'm also sleepy. There's a lot. I'm fighting an uphill battle here. There's a lot of things going on. Let's find another porpoise to draw. And by the way, for anyone who's interested in porpoises, I know I've mentioned it right at the beginning of stream, but just a reminder, I am doing the Vaquita stream. It's the world's smallest porpoise, the Vaquita. It's also the most endangered marine mammal in the world, and we're doing a stream to learn about it and to spread awareness about it on Saturday. So if anyone wants to come back on Saturday, I don't normally stream on Saturdays, but it'd be a great thing to come learn about. We'll draw together, and you can also learn more about it here. So porpoise.org has a lot of good information on all of these porpoises, not just vaquitas. If you go to porpoise.org, actually, let's look at it. You can learn about all of them, including the doll's porpoise. In fact, let's go learn about the doll's porpoise really fast. Hybridization between dolls and harbor porpoises. Interesting. Very cool. Their range is in a mysterious place. These two random squares. I think my global map thing's not loading correctly. I want to say I read that they're super fast. The species is preyed upon by transient killer whales, also called Biggs killer whales. I have not heard of these. Biggs killer whales. What? New killer whale species. Huh. Biggs, and they are real big. Well, there you go. Poor little doll's porpoise. Bow riding. Very cool. They're extremely fast. They are reaching up to 55 miles per hour. They're the fastest of the porpoise family and some of the fastest small cetaceans. That's cool. Let's watch them swim. They create fan-shaped splashes of water called rooster tails while swimming at high speeds. Oh. Is that what that was? Great, they do look extremely fast. Look at them go, being all cute. Doll. Adorbs. Well, there we go. We learned about the doll's porpoise, guys. Let's go back to drawing some. Gotta get back to it. How he's shaped like a big lump and goes so fast. I know, right, Chris? That's why animals are so incredible. I think it must be that he's just super muscular too, you know? Like, that's gotta be it. It's somehow an extremely aerodynamic shape. I wonder if they're like super wide from the side, but what if they're like this from behind, you know? Like, what if they're just like, what if this is their shape and it's just all height. It's all height and chonk. Dude. Flats from SpongeBob, yeah, something like that. Alright, that's not the right picture. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to have this picture. Let's get rid of it. It's pretty, but we've drawn enough of the doll's porpoise. That was the main one I wanted to draw today. I was like, I have to, if I do nothing else in the morning, I have to draw this porpoise. Let's do a finless porpoise. So these guys are actually, when I was younger, I think I've told this story before, I'm pretty sure, but when I was younger, I was really absorbed with the extinction of the baiji, which is the Yangtze River dolphin that went extinct in 2006. It's like the first time a large mammal had gone extinct in my lifetime, and I was like horrified, and so I did all this research. And they share waters with the finless porpoise. I think it might be a subspecies of the finless porpoise. It's called the Yangtze finless porpoise. But this is another super endangered. In fact, I think all porpoises are either endangered or critically endangered. So unfortunately, the vaquita is not alone in its struggle here. And it's a very similar story for all of them. It's very rarely the porpoise being targeted. It's just bycatch. Why can't I? You guys, technology is fighting me so hard today. I just can't. Oh my gosh. Long live Chow. Thank you for that follow. I'm not sure what you're talking about. But welcome to the stream. We are talking about finless porpoises. So, yeah, they're finless, but it just means the dorsal fin, right, Mochi? So it's not like the whole porpoise. Yeah, I feel like that might be a bot. I'm not sure what that's about. You have like 2 seconds to prove you're not a bot. Because I'm not really sure what that means, anything that you just said. I also don't know why Twitch keeps taking away my mod tools every single time. Thank you for taking care of that, Amaze. I keep turning on my mod icons and it keeps turning them off in mod view, so I can't ever like I can't ever like do anything. I don't know why it does that. But you know what? That's okay. Thank you. That's why we got Amaze here to help out. Appreciate you. That was the most I know, it was honestly, it's like a smart way to do it, I guess, because like SiriBot catches a lot of them before they can get through. Automod catches a lot of them. It makes it really obvious, you know? So it's like it makes it look like they're trying to have a conversation. Like, that's very funny. Anyway, not that I'm gonna sit here and try and congratulate a bot, but, okay. We're gonna draw the finless porpoise. I think they're really interesting. As you can see, they have no dorsal fin, which I feel like is pretty unique in cetaceans. There's a few others that I saw when I was looking for references last night that also don't have them. There's a crazy looking one. I forget how you pronounce it. It's a porpoise. It's a river. I think it lives mostly in rivers. Or no, wait, maybe it's a dolphin. But you guys, this is why. Let me show you this animal. So this animal I'm about to show you is a dolphin, but it looks like a porpoise. And so I didn't know where to put it at first because I wasn't sure where it belonged. But it's called the Irrawaddy dolphin. It's extremely endangered, but it looks like this. And like, I thought it was a finless porpoise at first because that's very close to what this animal looks like, in my opinion. But this is actually a dolphin. And so that's why when I say, like, when you read things that say, oh, the difference between dolphins is that dolphins have beaks and porpoises don't. I'm like, that's a dolphin though. Like, genetically, testably, that is a dolphin, and it does not have a beak, at least not a visible one. So, I don't know. It's, I think it's a tough one. It's like a lot of things in nature, there's not really hard and fast rules, there's just general guidelines. But anyway. Also, another thing that I think a lot of people don't know about cetaceans, or at least families of cetaceans, is that the beluga and the narwhal are in the same family. They're very closely related compared to other whales and dolphins, which I think is interesting. Oh, thanks for giving those shout-outs. I appreciate that, Amaze. I have not been staying on top of those today. If you did, everyone follow everybody. Oh, sorry. One sec. I have to die. Anyway, one moment, guys. Okay, let's draw this finless porpoise. I just think they have really fun, I don't know, really fun shapes. I feel like at first glance, cetaceans look kind of simple, right? Like you feel like, oh, this is gonna take like 2 seconds to draw, and in some ways they are, you know, like they are simple shapes. But I think there's a lot going on that's like kind of very subtle. like subtle musculature things that you can emphasize, subtle skin wrinkles, and like just subtle planal shifts or proportional shifts depending on the angle of the critter. Like for example, I was really feeling like this animal, I feel like you can almost see the chest cavity right there between the two flippers, right? Like you can see where the rib cage is kind of like holding those bits together. I don't know. I think there's like subtle things you can notice about them that you can bring into a drawing that might be fun. So all that being said, I'm gonna fix my chat because I broke it. Oops. And then I'm gonna draw this. Doll's porpoise is not, that's good. I'm glad Doll's porpoise is not endangered, but a lot of porpoises are, paleontologist VA. Yeah, that's great news. But my research, like as I was looking stuff up last night, I was like, oh, like the finless porpoise is on the brink of extinction as well. It's not quite as close as the vaquita, but its numbers are low, you know? There's a lot of problems with a lot of these critters. What's my favorite sea critter? Oh, that's hard. That's a hard question. There's a lot of them. Can you give me a category? Like invertebrate, mammal, fish. There's so many options. Reptile. Do I have to pick just one? See, Amaze can tell you without any hesitation. I have so many favorites. If I had to pick just one, that would be hard. Lives in the water. Oh my gosh, I hate that. That's the hardest question ever. How do I pick? There's so many good ones. I'm gonna think about it for a second. What is my favorite lives in water creature? Because then that also extends it to like amphibians. You just brought it into the category. Lives in ponds? This is too much, Chris. This is too hard of a question. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think. I don't know. There's so many good ones. I'm like, do I pick a whale shark? Because those are really cool. Or do I pick an orca? Because those are nice. But I also really like vaquitas right now. Also, sea slugs are great. Sea turtles are really cool too. Also, seals. And yeah, have we talked about lionfish yet? Because those are awesome. Like, how do you pick? I went to an aquarium and saw flashlight fish. How about it lives in the ocean and isn't ambulatory in any way? Okay, that's a little more specific. When you say isn't ambulatory, do you mean like doesn't move? Jellyfish are awesome. Manowar are really cool. Hold on, I gotta look what ambulatory means. Yeah, so it isn't something that walks. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, you mean walks on land. Okay, not just move. So can't go on land. That's still really broad. Gosh, I don't know. I think all the ones I just mentioned were all fitting that category. I think I just listed everything. I think everything I just said is in that. Yeah, what about octopi? This is hard. There's too many good ones. I'll just give you a list. My favorite, gosh, right now my favorite is the vaquita, because that's what I've been looking up the most about. That's what I feel the most passionate about talking about. So I'm gonna say right now my favorite is the vaquita. We'll just say that, Chris. Is that an acceptable answer? I know, right? Like they're little mush. I know, they're so cute. How can you? Oh my gosh, I'm so sad that there's only like. You guys, I've really been trying to narrow in on my information about the vaquita because I really want to get it right. You know, I want to make sure, because I know people will be asking me, and I want to make sure that I can at least kind of answer some questions. Also, look at this guy's face. Holy cow. But they just did a survey in March. So a survey meaning they had researchers go out on boats and like try and survey the waters to like see how many they could count in an area. And granted, the survey area was not as big, it sounds like, as it has been in the past. So that could have affected but I mean, it seemed like they surveyed the main known range of the creature, the main living areas, I should say. And the survey was like max of 13 right now, which is so distressing. It was like between 9 and 13 was basically what they came up with, is how many creatures are left, how many vaquitas are left. And I was like, it's hard to hear a number like that and just be like, we should just give up, you know, like there's no hope, because that's such a small number. But apparently, so I did some research on, I'm just gonna tell you guys stuff about the vaquita now. Sorry, we're starting this. But apparently, they were able to gather some genetic material from some vaquita in 2017. They actually did attempt a captive breeding program. They tried to, yep, we're rambling about vaquita, that's right. We tried to capture some and have them be like a breeding pair. But one of them died from the stress. So that's actually a really common issue with a lot of cetaceans, and especially porpoises, apparently. It's part of why you don't see very many of them in captivity, because a lot of times they just don't do well in captivity, and because they're such reclusive animals, they're just stressed out by human contact. And so one of them, did the GIF not play? It should have played. I heard it. But yeah, so apparently one of them, like a mature female, died, unfortunately. And they had really stressed out a young juvenile, like a 6 month, it's basically a 6 months old calf that they had caught with it. This was in 2017. I forget the name of the group that did it, but one of the positives, although it was very sad that a member of the species passed away from that attempt at saving it, was that they were able to collect some genetic material. And so when they did this test, what I'm trying to build up to is when they did the genetic testing to look at it, they learned a lot about it, but they also learned that apparently the vaquita is actually pretty resilient to what they call genetic bottlenecking. So it's when you have such a small number of creatures left in a population that you run the risk of them having a lot of issues down the road with like inbreeding and genetic deformities and stuff. So you have to be really careful with breeding. So we've brought creatures back from the brink of extinction before, like the California condor is an example. Another one would be the Przewalski's horse, the Mongolian steppe horse, whatever you want to call it. There's a few other names that I don't remember off the top of my head, but there are some creatures, like the bison is another example, but bison are all extremely closely related because they were brought back from a very small breeding population. So you run into this issue, but apparently something revealed that I thought was really interesting from the genetic testing was that the vaquita has actually had this happen before. Because here's the thing about the vaquita. They live in a super isolated part of the world. They're only found in the Sea of Cortez. And that's here's California up here and here's Mexico. And there's that little peninsula. So the Sea of Cortez is this whole ocean, but they only live here. They only live in this upper small area, and that's it. That's the only place they live. And it seems like, from what we can tell, that's where they've been for a long time. So they've actually had some extreme, just naturally had some genetic bottlenecking happen in their past, and they can tell that from the DNA, from basically what, I don't know enough about DNA to know how, but they can. I bet science could tell us, but I don't know. But because of that, because they've had that happen to their species in the past and survived it, it actually means that they are possibly more resistant, more resilient to that kind of thing happening. Their genes have worked it out. Another creature that I think is really interesting that has had this happen is the European starling. Apparently starlings are almost all clones because they're also closely genetically related, but some animals are just able to overcome that with their, whatever genetic mutation that they've got in their species. That's part of the brilliance of mutations, is sometimes they're really awful, but sometimes you just land on a really solid genetic combination that actually makes you more sturdy to survive hardship in the world. And so anyway, it sounds like potentially the vaquita has some of that. So it's a positive thing. So even though there's so few of them, there's still a chance that if we can just protect the ones that remain and kind of basically close off their habitat to being caught up in fishing nets, that they could actually rebound after a couple decades. They could come back. And so it's definitely not a totally lost cause, although it is really hard to hear small numbers like that. About oh my gosh, there's only potentially as few as 9. I'm trying to be an optimist. I'm hoping that they just didn't count them all, because the survey did mention that it was a very small area that they were able to survey. that they weren't able to go like to the southern parts of their range, and so they don't know for sure if that was all of them. But it still sounds like the population numbers have mostly stayed the same for the last 3 years. So, and there are calves being seen, so they are breeding, they are stabilizing, so that's good. So I'm trying to be positive here. But yeah, it's definitely an urgent situation, so I'm really excited to stream and talk more about it on Saturday. So if anyone is hearing this for the first time and you're like, why are we talking about the vaquita so much? I'm doing an awareness charity fundraising stream. I'm working with porpoise.org to raise some awareness about the vaquita and possibly raise some money to help them protect this animal. And I'll talk more about what's being done. I still have some more research to do about the situation, but I've been finding some really interesting stuff. So, but you can check out vaquita. You can type Save the Vaquita if you'd like to learn more about them, and you can click those links and find out more about them yourself if you'd like to. I'll be pulling a lot of the information I'm sharing from those websites as well as a few others. So, but there are a few different organizations on the ground out there, including the Mexican Navy actually has been helping a little bit in the past. And I'm not sure about right now if they're helping as much, but in 2021, I think it was, there was a lot of stuff that they did to help some of the conservation groups actually protect these critters, which I'm excited to share. The British Royal Lion is just a regular family tree. Yeah, exactly, Kev. How you doing, Kev, by the way? I think I missed some fun facts. Hold on, now that we've talked about the vaquita facts, let's talk about some of Kev's fun facts here. I broke my OBS, it won't scroll up. Marine mammals are hard to breed, yeah, for sure, in captivity. Let's see. Fun facts about porpoises. Porpoises are the torpedoes of the sea, super fast. Actually, some of them are. We just watched a video. There are no recorded events of them exploding, but who knows? We've only explored 5% of the ocean. Now, fact number 2. These are Kev's fun facts, by the way, if anyone's just listening. We're reading facts from Kev. They travel in groups to gossip easier. That makes sense. They seem the type. 3. Save enough in case they will release a 2025 calendar featuring her, technology, and David Hasselhoff? That's not what we discussed, Kev. That's not what we discussed. I said if we save the vaquita, if we manage to raise enough money to save the vaquita, I will make a calendar of me being baffled by technology. I said I'd be happy to do that. That was based on chat yesterday, guys. I did not come up with that. I don't even remember why there was a calendar. But anyway, Kev always has reliable information. It's true. Oh boy, super reliable. They're not fun facts. They're scientific fun facts. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Kev. How could I forget? Also, did I forget that your all caps speaking means that you're not yelling, you're speaking French in your French accent? Is that right? I can't do a French accent, so I don't know, but... Hey, how's it? Oui, oui. Oh, good. Good. Hey, how goes the whale already? It goes well, it goes well. We're learning about porpoises today. You just missed my vaquita ramble. If you stick around long enough, it'll probably happen again before the end of stream. And once again, guys, I know I've talked about it quite a bit this week for those of you who frequent my channel, but I just want to make sure that I get the word out there for folks who might be popping in, and I appreciate your patience with having to hear the same rambles a couple times. But how are you doing, Reddy? Yeah, paleontologist VA, we're joking. No, normally it does mean yelling, and but it's just a joke. Yeah, no worries. I don't know. Somebody told me, speaking of all caps being yelling online, I finally found the answer to why a lot of older folks, especially who didn't grow up with technology, use all caps. One, they don't realize that it means that they're yelling, like they just don't make that connection. No one has told them, or they just don't care maybe. But it's because a lot of them say it's because they actually just don't know how to enlarge. They don't know how to control plus their screen to make everything bigger, and so they're typing in all caps so that they can read what they're typing. which I think it's very cute actually. So it's actually kind of helped me whenever I get texts from like older relatives or see things online that are like older people. Like it seems like they're yelling and being belligerent, even when they're saying things like "I hope you're okay," you know. Like I've tried to stop reading it like that in my head and just be like, okay. They just can't see and they don't know how to enlarge their text on their screen. Yes, they do. They need a help out moment. Yeah. So if you have an a loved one or a friend in your life who all caps is at you a lot, maybe just show them how to enlarge the text on their screen and they'll probably stop. Apparently that's a lot of why it happens. Yeah, anyway. Oh goodness. I think we might just have to, maybe this is not a bot. Maybe this is a person. Hold on. It took away my thing again for some reason. Thank you, Maze. You're much faster than me. Oh, but wait, it says likely Banivator. Does that mean that you guys didn't see that in chat? I have no idea what this means. Oh, Twitch, what a mystery. That's a lie. As someone that regularly helps the elderly with technology, they type in all caps because everything is important and you need to pay attention. I think that's how it feels, for sure. Oh, see what? Perfect. That's excellent, Terzia. Let's see. You had a creative director who always finished his sentences in ... and I always thought he was mad, but he was just older. Oh, that's funny. ... Does that mean mad? I actually didn't think about that. Thank you for being part of a vastly brightening up of an off morning. Yes, agreed, Rue. We appreciate you, Kev. Thanks for being here. Yeah, when I see ... I think of like, I guess growing up like watching way too much anime. I would probably just be like ... feels either like you like don't know what to say, or you're unsure, or yeah, it could be annoyed, like annoyed face for sure. That's another one. Or just like no response. Drifting off in a sentence. That's, yeah, I think of it as like losing your train of thought. Like when I've used it in text, it's like when I'm like, when I want to imply a I just do dots. Hey Beats, how's it going? Your mom types like that? Yeah. It's a common thing. Casey, what's a difference between a depressed fish and a depressed dolphin? Okay, I don't know. The depressed dolphin just needs to find their porpoise. And then they eat the depressed fish. Yeah, probably. They have found their porpoise. It's amazing. Yeah, speaking of ... there we go. There's a Maze's ... response to that joke. I missed your terrible pun. Oh no, can you repeat it? I'm so sorry. Hello. I actually think this is the first time I saw your name in chat. I apologize, Beats. I may have been writhing in agony, so I'll just use that as my excuse. But I hope you're doing well. Everything you do is for cheese. Well, we got lots of cheese around here, Kev. Kev, have you asked off for the 15th yet, so that you can watch my game stream? We're 73% of the way there. It's probably gonna happen. Apparently no luck for the exactly. Yeah, stuff for the 28th. What? Well, I can't do that. Poor Kev has nothing else to eat. Oh no! Well, good thing cheese is so great. We'll just give you lots of cheese, Kev. We'll make sure that you live. It was yeah, it's total. I mean, look, we just got look, we're there now. We're at 75% of the way there, I think, was what that thing meant. Cheese is delicious. Alright, I don't know why I'm taking so long to draw this. Oh wait, yes I do, because we're... I'm getting off topic. But that's okay. It's good topics. I just really like finless porpoises. I don't know if I ever finished talking about the finless porpoise. But what I was gonna say is they're super endangered as well, basically. And that now that the baiji is gone, all of the conservation efforts for marine mammals that were being directed toward the baiji are now being directed toward the finless porpoise. The Baiji was a river dolphin. There's sometimes rumors that there's a few still out there, but it was declared functionally extinct in the wild, which means basically there wasn't a big enough breeding population for it to be able to continue. I think they got down to like maybe 2 individuals, and it was just like, yeah, this animal's gone. Like we've lost this animal, which is so sad to just like watching an extinction. Like that has to be the most defeating feeling for people who are out there giving up their time and their Mr. Pun ruined a John animal. Oh my gosh, Beats, hold on. I know, I'm the worst. I'm so sorry. I keep telling people I'm the worst Twitch streamer. Nobody believes me. Hold on. Okay, I can find it since you're not going to repeat yourself. You said one swims erratically and the other swims with purpose. Haha, I got it. I am the worst. I know, Kev, I try to tell people all the time. I'm constantly letting people know, and just you guys keep coming. You guys are the ones hanging out here, okay? Like, you're showing up for the abuse. It's not on purpose or porpoise, but it is happening. I know, I still feel really bad about your animal request, Beats. I really do. If you ever make another one, I owe you 2. So you can redeem 1 and then put 2 names in there. And I will definitely do both. Okay, and then just by the way, if anyone is wanting to kind of like do a show and tell portion of this, we are going to be looking at stuff you guys made. I know the porpoise has such a cute little face. If anybody's new and you'd like to participate in the show and tell part, just drop your warm-up study of any kind. It doesn't have to be a porpoise drawing, but drop it in the warm-up study section of the Discord, and I will look at that at the end of stream. It's very fun. I like doing it a lot. It's always really inspiring to see what everybody else is working on. So if you want to be a part of that, we call this the art gym just because it's like an accountability buddy system for artists. So if you want to be drawing from reference and you want somebody to do that with and hold you accountable, that's what this is for. But it's also for ranimal facts about, you know, ranimal? Did I say ranimal? I think I said ranimal facts. Random animal facts. You guys, I need to go to bed. This is what 4 hours of sleep does to you. You get chased by wasps. You can't make sentences. Ranimal facts. Maybe we should make that a redeem. Would you like some ranimal facts, guys? Their glass beady eyes. Oh no, they're not so. No, they're not mean. No, they're super sweet. No. You got them all wrong. You got them all wrong, Kev. Aiming for a 9-to-5 weekday job. Oh yeah, no worries. Listen, I'm just happy to have anybody who wants to participate. I know that the time slot doesn't work for everybody, but you can always participate in between streams too if you just still need the accountability, but there's also no pressure. I want to make sure that I reinforce that. I'm never expecting people to draw with me. If you decide to, great. If you just want to hang out and like make sure that I draw, that's also fine. Like, please don't ever feel like you obligated to. I only want you to draw if you want to. And if you ever want to do them in between streams, because I know we have some folks who can't make the live stream, and that's why I say you have until the next stream to post your study. So that way, whatever timeline works for you, if you want to do it, feel free, but if not, that's okay too. I'm not sure why I made this so pink. It's not really pink, it's more of a gray, but it just looks pink in this picture. Definitely, Smiley, definitely. I'm fine. I'm just sleepy. Just a note, ranimal facts. 0 association with Kev's super awesome, 1000% credible scientific fun facts. Yes, that's true. They don't. Let me get a... No! You guys just want to make fun of me. Random fact. What would that even be? Would it just be me saying a random fun fact about an animal? Or maybe chat could be like, hey, tell us a random fun fact about tigers, or tell us a fun fact about elephants. I don't know how that would work. I don't always have random facts off the top of my head. Shoot, I'd have to make a list. Oh no! Hayes, what have you done? See, Chris, this is what I was talking about. If you give chat buttons, they will press them. That's Twitch. Welcome to Twitch. By the way, guys, speaking of button pressing, you could all go follow Chris Wright and make him do lifts on stream, which is very funny. And he still won't limit it as much as he probably should, and so he dies all the time. Yeah, we tried to tell you, but you know, some people just have to learn for themselves. Charcy, the bullying is real. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll do that. I'll make a. How much should it be? The bullying. I'm gonna make random facts. I'm gonna say that that's gonna be like a 1,000 point redeem or something. I don't want that to be like a constant redeem. Oh my gosh, randomal facts. Thanks, guys. Thanks for just immortalizing that fumble from my tired, sleep-deprived, got chased by a wasp this morning self. It's fine. It's fine. The bullying is its own leveling. Yeah, that is true. That is how it goes in Twitch. It's really funny because, like, my whole life, I've gotten teased, like, literally everywhere I've ever been. It doesn't seem to matter who I'm around or what group of people it is. It's just, like, a fact of my life. And I didn't realize it, but my entire life, I guess I was unknowingly training for Twitch. Because it's like, that's the exact dynamic here. It's just like, oh. Just like a little bit of, like, friendly teasing. That's just what's gonna happen. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, it's definitely a feature of Twitch. That's fine, that's fine. I've embraced it. The wasp said, do more cardio. Oh my gosh, the wasp, it may have said that, but what I actually did was, like, somehow managed to, like, whack my wrist on something. I don't know if I hit myself with my wrist, but I have a Band-Aid. Because, like, I ran inside, the wasp was in my hair, buzzing, freaked me out. So I flailed and just ran away into the house. Thankfully, it was not still in my hair when I got into the apartment. But, like, I was like, the wasp's not here. I don't hear it in my hair. I, like, went to the bathroom to go, like, see if it was still in my hair. And so if I look extra frazzled today, that's why. And then I was like, oh, my wrist is super bloody. Like, what's going on? I did not even know I had done that. And yeah, I hit it on something. I don't know what I hit it on. It's definitely gonna bruise. Like, it's pretty tender. So that's been my morning. And now you guys are teasing me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ever had brothers? Yes, I have 2 of them. That's also part of why my whole life I've been teased. And I'm the oldest. It should be the other way. Dang it. It's all backwards. It's because I just say stuff. That's, I think, is why. I'm sure if I could keep my thoughts to myself for 2 seconds and filter them before they came out of my mouth, then I'd probably be better off. But unfortunately, I found out that hold on, let me try and think of what I'm trying to say. It has come to my attention that I am most likely a verbal processor. So I need to talk things through to, like, process them sometimes. Not always, but with some stuff. And I think that plays a part. That's all I'm trying to say. That's okay. Like I said, it was Twitch training and I just didn't know it. I like these a lot. These are great. Okay, let me catch my chat. Sorry. You were the younger sibling and the brother. See, I'm the oldest and the sister. Brother's job is to be a pain in the butt. I have to assign this contract, yeah. No, I mean, I think my brothers and I, my middle brother and I, we didn't really get along as kids. Definitely better as adults, like a lot better. My little brother and I have never not gotten along as far as I know. He was like, but see, I think part of the problem is, like, me and my middle brother, we are, I should say, he's still alive. We are a year and a half apart. I think we're just really close in age, and I think with a lot of siblings, if you're a little too close in age, it makes it harder. But my youngest brother is 6 years younger than me, so he was basically like, yeah, just like not a problem. He was also just like a sweet kid. Like he didn't cause trouble or anything. It's part of why I'm good at Twitch. It's because I'm easily mocked. Yeah. Wasp was like, have you heard about the Vaquita? Kev, yes. I love that. I'm so sad I missed that comment. Yeah, the Wasp was just trying to tell me about the Vaquita. Is that what I'm like for you guys? When I talk about the Vaquita, am I just like a buzzing wasp, like chasing you and getting stuck in your hair when you're trying to water plants? Is that what it's like? I'm so sorry. Gotta lean into the bubbling. I don't even think I have to lean it. I think it's just what it is. Like I can't. It's not a matter of. It's just what happens. Like I can't control it. It's just it's what I do. It doesn't matter if I'm online or offline. I'm just a bumbler. Okay. The Moss said, do more cardio. Yeah. Let's see. I'm scrolling. You are the middle child, Amaze. I don't know if I knew that. Good thing the sunglasses I didn't have my sunglasses on, Kev. Maybe that's why it happened. I couldn't dazzle the Wasp with the reflectiveness of the sunglasses. My little brothers tease me. I know. And they're taller than me, which is like another just knife wound. I'm the shortest person in my family. That's what it is. I'm only shortest by like an inch. Apparently that's all it takes. Let's see. I don't know how I got so behind. Okay. They were training me for Twitch and internet chat discourse. It all makes sense, yes. Oh, save. I should save. Let's start thinking about looking at some of what you guys are doing, because I'm getting way off task. And I actually think I need to go lay down, because I'm very uncomfortable. Body wants to kill me today. Yeah, now that you say that, for sure. Yeah, okay, I think I'm caught up on chat. Let us look and see. I'm gonna say we have a 5-minute warning, because I know that was kind of sudden. I usually try to give you guys more of a transition time. So let's just say in the next 5 minutes, if you want to finish up what you're working on, just drop it in warm-up studies, and then I will share it on screen, okay? So we will do that. Let me finish what I'm doing. Oh, it's also extremely warm in here. You better mean that in the most nicest positive way, because I'll fight you if that's not so. Wait, what? Are you a middle child, Rue? Height slander is real, ray of sun. I'm so sorry. I see you. I'm not even, I feel like I'm like average height, but I'm just small enough to be smaller than everybody. Height slander is very funny. Kevin has amazed milk. Oh. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about those birth order things, but I do think there's some truth to them. I definitely have an overbearing amount of self-imposed burden on like anything I do. Definitely feel responsible for things a lot that I don't need to feel responsible for. And I certainly remember watching my parents go easier on my youngest brother, for sure. Not that he was, again, he was a super bad kid anyway, but he still got to do a lot more things than we did and got to like get away with more things that like weren't allowed when me and my middle brother were younger. Yeah. No, I mean, even as a kid, like even before, I think there's something innate in me too though, because even before I had siblings, or at least before they were old enough to be a problem, my mom tells a story sometimes that I think is very funny and checks out. She's told a story about how she came home one time, like I was a self-punishing child. And so like she said she walked in one time in the room, I was like 2 or something. Not very old, like not old enough to really be thinking about long-term consequences, certainly. Like most kids don't think about that stuff as easily until they're a little older. But definitely she would walk into the room and she saw me, she was like, I would just be in the corner. Like I had put myself in the corner, like like facing the corner and like put myself in timeout. And she said she like walked in and she like saw me standing there, didn't know how long I had been there, and just saw me like looking over my shoulder like at her, like ashamed. Like, that is so true though. Like, I think she said eventually she found out what I had done, and it was like I had like unrolled a roll of toilet paper or something. But like, I am definitely a self-punisher. Like, when I mess up, I take it hard. I feel like I've gotten better about it, but it's definitely like a thing in my life. So I don't think being the oldest kid helped at all when you're suddenly like told that everybody around you is like looking to you to be the example, and like you gotta like live up to this standard because you're the oldest. And I'm sure that didn't help, but I don't think that was the only thing. Like, I don't think I had those pressures on me when I was 2, because my middle brother would have been like not even a year old at that time. Being the eldest and potentially the smallest at the same time feels like a curse. Yeah, I was taller as a kid. Like, I remember in 1st grade being the tallest kid in my class, and then that never happened again. Just kind of slowed growth after that. But no, my dad and my brothers are closer to 6 feet, I think. And I'm definitely not anywhere close to 6 feet tall. Okay, I'm gonna put the final touches on these guys, and I think I'm gonna call it for today. We're gonna go look at what other folks did, if folks have stuff to share. It doesn't have to be a porpoise, so if you did a study of something that is not porpoise related, feel free to drop it in. Or just, if you drew along today and didn't really want to share what you drew, but you used this as kind of an accountability session to make yourself draw stuff, then congratulations. You participated. I think you did great. Drawing and doing things from study is oftentimes like the least fun part, I think, of being an artist or doing art things. So congrats if you did. All right, we have drawn some porpoises. Porpoise today. Did a harbor porpoise, a doll's porpoise, and some finless porpoise, and a swimming rectangle. That's what we also did. So I'm gonna go look now and see what other folks got up to, and then we're gonna find someone to read into. Let's see. All right, so the way it works is I'm gonna go over to the Discord. Oops, hide that. Sorry, I always forget to be a responsible streamer. Don't know how to hide everything, but anyway, we're gonna look at basically the last thing that I posted was last time, the last image that I posted on the last stream is what I'm trying to say. Guys, I really need a nap. And then after, for basically anything that's posted below this is what we'll look at today. So this is my line. Oh, spectacled porpoise. That's cute. Is it? Interesting. I'm interested. I like it a lot though. It's so cute. I like the spectacled porpoise. I was looking at them last night too. They have a really white underbelly. What was I trying to say? Gosh, you guys, I cannot today. Hold on, let me take some water. We are gonna look at these pictures. We'll if you are a streamer, or if you just want to speak up in chat, if you drew something, you want to claim it, feel free to talk in chat about it. But we're gonna get started. So, Rue here drew the spectacled porpoise. Very cute reference picture. It almost looks like a dolphin. This is what I'm saying. It's really hard to tell the difference, especially from this angle. It's like, I don't know. Does it have a beak? Doesn't have a beak? Who could tell? But either way, it's a beautiful image. I love the way you did the reflections coming off of the top here. I like kind of that mottled greenish reflection. It's really, really pretty. As always, your textures are just lovely. And I like your little quick study here. The little tiny one with the ubu face is really great. It's super, super cute. I love it. And your anatomy is really solid. I know that it's a simple anatomical form, but it's still, it can tell you're really paying attention to the musculature and thinking about proportion and where things go. And honestly, this foreshortening on a creature like this is not easy. So well done, Rue. This is fantastic. And yeah, thanks Amaze for that shout out. If you're not already following Rue, guys, go give Yangula Rue a follow. Does great work, does animation, does drawings on stream, very chill, nice music. It's a good vibe over there. So give her a follow. You'll have a good time. Yeah, those are difficult, especially with critters like this. Yeah, because there's already so little referential defining structures on the animal that it's really hard to like make it look foreshortened correctly. But I think you did a good job. It doesn't look weird or mushed to me. It feels like one long muscle. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's an interesting critter. This group of critters, I should say. But you did a great job with it. I love it. I think the colors are awesome, like Chris said. I really like your caustic reflections, and I like that you did some of the ones on the ground too. Those are always good to practice, definitely. Excellent work. Oh, and then we have some finless porpoise from Amaze. Oh, this is a lovely drawing, Amaze. Holy cow. This looks great. Yeah, no, you leaned into the value to really give them some form and some shape. I think you did a great job here. This looks awesome. There's a lot going on. And I think simplicity, too, is sometimes, I don't know, almost harder to draw, if that's what I'm trying to say. But you did a great job bringing out that three-dimensional aspect to it. And I could tell, because it was a more simple shape, it gave you extra time, though, to like really focus on like this mouth. That looks great. So it's really, really nicely done. This bigger. Yeah, love that. Again, with the foreshortening, really, really excellent job on this. You should be proud of Amaze. And guys, also, since I know he won't shout himself out, go give Amazing Fan 15 a follow. You won't regret it. Great artist. Does a lot of animation as well, actually, on stream lately. And but also does like comic work, character design. Also has a great playlist. Everybody follow everybody, like I like to say. Everyone is awesome. And I'm so honored to get to draw with you guys. He does look like he's smiling. It's a super cute face, right? No, it's great stuff. It's great stuff. Oh, Chris Wright! Chris Wright! This is the first time in a while we've seen something from you. Look at you! The harbor porpoise. Well done. Well done. You worked out today. You did it! Chris is always saying he keeps wanting to work out at the art gym. But he did it today. You did the workout for the art, and I assume if you're going to stream later today, you'll be doing the lifting on stream. This looks great. This is a great study. I love your textures always. Great job with the color variations in this critter. Harbor porpoises are really pretty. They have a lot of cool black and white spotting and gray. This looks fantastic. Love the shape. I love that you emphasized that swimming rectangle shape that they have. Such a good study. I love this. I love your style. I love that you applied it to a study with us today. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for everybody who participates in these. You always inspire me to get in there and actually do some work. Roll up my sleeves, all that good stuff. Oh, thank you, Pyro's Kitty. I appreciate it. Or Pyro Kitty. I'm so sorry. I keep doing that. But this looks great. I love your textures so much. So good. Thank you so much for studying along. Fantastic. Oh, we got a reference down here. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. This is a great reference photo. Do I have this? I might need to steal this reference. It looks really awesome, Chris. You did a fantastic job. Thank you for sharing it. If you guys aren't following Chris Wright already, make sure you follow Chris Wright. We'll get you a shout out in just a second. But he does fantastic work. Ran out of time. Oh, Beats, you didn't have to rush. You didn't have to rush. You could have kept working. I forgot to say that, but guys, please feel free. If you want to keep working on your study, don't feel like you have to show it by the end of stream. It's totally okay. Oh no. Oh, thank you so much for whoever saw that ad and snoozed it. I had no idea that was happening. Oh, and thank you, Maze. Maze, you're so on top of it. Yeah, the texture is so nice, right? Beats, as always, fantastic work. I don't know who added these, but I love it. These are some finless porpoises. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. Again, the foreshortening on these is tough, and you guys are just nailing it. And I bet it would have gotten even better if you had let yourself have the time you wanted to have, but I think it looks fantastic. Really, really excellent work. They're buddies! I know, it's such a cute photo, too. You know what? Actually, Beats, if anybody can find a photo of a porpoise, I bet it's you. I had so much trouble finding porpoise pictures. This is a great one. I love it. It looks so good. I'm just looking at the reflected lighting, like the bounce lighting on the underside with the blue. It's always a really nice thing to note when you're looking at a reference, is to like note how it hits the animal and like where, or the figure, or the structure, or whatever you're looking at. And then being able to, excuse me, put that into a painting. Like, these are the types of things that I'm trying, like whenever I do a study, I'm trying to remember and to think about. And I think you did a great job capturing them here. Because I love what it does to the color too. Like as you're painting, especially, you notice this I'm sure traditionally as well, but while you're painting, even digitally, you can kind of notice the type of color combinations you get when you put this like bluish gray on top of a pink or on top of another gray. And it tends to pull out just like colors you wouldn't expect sometimes. Like I see some yellows and stuff in here that I really like. Anyway, it looks fantastic. I think you did a great job. And thank you so much for sharing it with us. I love it. If you feel like continuing, don't feel like you have to stop. But also, if this is as far as you go, I think you did a great job. Fantastic work. Fantastic work, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for sharing your work and drawing along with me today. You guys are all so super inspiring. If anyone is still working on their image, or if you just got here and were like, oh shoot, this would have been fun to do, you can still drop something in the, where is it? Warm-up studies right here. Anytime between now and next warm-up stream, which won't be until Monday. Which, by the way, let's look at that really fast. Monday, we are going to do dinosaurs. Because I have to get ready for Stream Inc., guys. I don't remember if I'm sure it's posted already, but Stream Inc. is a thing that I'm doing. And I'm going to be the first one on day 1 of October. So I'm really nervous and I want to get ready. So I'm going to practice dinosaurs. I'm going to start drawing some of my prompts and stuff and kind of getting ready for that. But, and then of course, if you missed the part of the stream where I talked about this, just FYI, well, the reason we did porpoises today is, oops, that's not how you spell it, hold on. Vaquita, there we go. We are going to be doing a Save the Vaquita Day stream on Saturday, so come on back if you're able to, even if it's just a lurk. I super appreciate the help with the boost. I'm hoping to spread some awareness about this critter, talk about it, and draw about it. And then if anyone makes any vaquita art, please, please, please tag me, at me in your post on social media. Use hashtag Save the Vaquita. I'm going to be resharing art all week on my social media about the vaquita, just to kind of like get people thinking about it. And hopefully I'll get everything worked out with how to do the stream on Saturday. I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to figure something out with porpoise.org, but hopefully we can do some multi-streaming even, which would be really cool. What else? I was gonna say something else. Oh, speaking of multi-streaming, if anybody is an art streamer and you are streaming today, and if you wouldn't mind, let me know, like in DM or something, if it would be okay for me to try to host you on my channel. What I want to try to do is check out Stream Together and see if I can get it to work. Because that would be the easiest way for me to like mutually broadcast on other streams, is just to use the Twitch tools. So if anyone is comfortable with that, my plan is to like find somebody to stream it, like to use Stream Together with, and just be like, hey, can I have your stream on my channel without my camera or anything being on your stream? Because if that's possible, that's basically hosting, and that's really all we're trying to do. So anyway, if anyone is streaming today and willing to let me try to do that at any point, let me know. Just send me a DM. But yeah, I'm gonna run. Oh, hey Rebecca's. Hey Centrala also. Am I gonna do some traditional ink for it? Probably not, but you totally can. So streaming, it started out as like an alternate, I think, to Inktober, but it's basically just an art prompt list. So it's like, use whatever medium you want, make it however detailed or simple as you want. It's really just like an excuse to get people drawing. So if you're interested, keep it on your calendar. I'm gonna post I posted the I think my socials have already been in chat. Sorry, I'm so distracted today. My tummy is not feeling good. I apologize, guys. I posted the prompt list on my stories on Instagram, and I reposted it on Twitter. I'm gonna make a separate post soon about it on Insta. But I will be sharing that also in the Discord. So if anybody is not in the Discord yet and you'd like to be, check it out there. I'll be posting an announcement about Vaquita Day stuff and streaming stuff. Probably sometime this week, I don't know. I feel like I just made an announcement, so I don't want to like overdo those. But there's a lot going on this month, so I also want people to know things are happening. Anyway, check out the Discord if you want more information on what I'm doing, what I'm up to. If you want to have alerts when I have merch stuff or announcements or movie nights. We did a movie night the other day. Anyway, I am going to find someone to raid. And oh, What's happening? I'm hearing myself. Why am I hearing myself? Why is that happening suddenly? I literally have touched nothing. What is... I don't understand Twitch. Okay. Yeah, so let's go find someone to raid. Well, no pressure, Rue or anybody, but like if anyone's willing to, let me know, just like DM me or something, and we'll see if we can work out a time. I also don't know how to do it, so I need to research that. But for right now, let's go find an art streamer to raid into, somebody who is hopefully doing something work safe, family friendly, all that good stuff. Trying to find somebody I haven't raided into recently. Oh, you know what? We haven't raided into Kelly Cakes in a while, have we? No, we have not. Kelly Cakes is great. We haven't raided her in over a month, it looks like. And she's very chill, very sweet, very work safe, and she does food art. So it's a different type of art than I do here, but I have done cake decoration before. Let's go raid into Kelly Cakes. She's good people. And definitely work safe, definitely family friendly. Like, she uses the family friendly tag too. So if you are watching with kids or if you're at work, don't worry about it. You will be fine. And I'll catch you guys over there, and I'll be back on later this afternoon. I'll be back on in like 4 hours. So you'll see me again, hopefully at the studio by then. I had some stuff I had to do this morning and still have to do. So I need to get off and probably do them. But yeah, we'll be back on doing Sea Slug Dragon Design Day is today. It's the first Wednesday of the month, so that's when we do that. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys later. But for now, let's raid into Kelly Cakes if I can figure out where I put the raid call. Where is it? Help! How do I start the raid? Did it start? There it is. Okay, it did it on its own. Perfect. How do you Twitch, guys? Help! Alright, let's go over there, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye!